Sometimes things happen that you just can't explain. Here are some more true stories of people experiencing a glitch in the Matrix. Bagel tab duplicated. So I was opening up a new pack of bagels I just bought. I undid the clip/tab to open up the bag of the bagels, placing the tab on the microwave corner. I then turned around to my fridge, got out the cream cheese, and by the time I turned back around, the bag of bagels was closed again by the clip. I think, oh, I must have just imagined myself undoing the clip. So I undo the clip again and I place the clip on the microwave corner. But just as I put it down, I freeze because there's already a clip there. I think, oh, this must be from an old bag. So I inspect the first clip, and to my horror, it is identical to the one I'm holding in my hand. Same expiration date, same ID code, and even identical down to the same dent in the plastic in the exact same spot. So, did my bagel tab suddenly duplicate? A little remote control glitch from a few years back. Here's a small glitch that I have never been able to explain, and I thought you fine folks would enjoy it. About 7 years ago, my then husband and I bought a TV which came with a remote control. Duh. It is a small remote and is very specific to that TV, i.e. specific buttons for specific functions with its Wi-Fi capabilities. It is not the generic remote you may get with your cable box or something like that. I've never seen another remote like it at a friend's house or anywhere. Anyways, a few years after owning this TV, the remote goes missing. At this point, it's just me living with my toddler, so I assumed she had stashed it somewhere with her toys or in some random place only a toddler could find. We rarely watched TV at this point, so no big deal. After a few months, it reappears in her toys, no surprise, and life goes on as normal. About a year after that, I'm in the middle of a deep clean of the house, rearranging furniture and scrubbing everything. Hidden in back of the entertainment system, I find the remote, except I already had the remote. So now I have two of the exact same, not so common remote control, and I've had them both for years and can't explain where the second one came from. I should add I only own this one TV, and I've never owned another, so no other TV remotes have ever come into this home. Just a coincidence? So I'm sat on the couch with a friend talking about foods we like. I then tell him about an old friend who used to frequently cook me dinner at university. I shit you not, seconds later this old friend, who I have not seen or spoken to in like 2 years, messages me, asking if I can attend her wedding. Coincidence? Another instance which really got me scratching my head was when I was on holiday in Thailand. I had a dream about a girl I knew at university and had not seen in like 4 years. The next day I visit the palace, and I bump into that very same girl, and we're both stoked about seeing each other abroad, and are wondering what the odds of that are. Coincidence? Anyone ever had similar experiences? The dream one really made me open my mind to the possibility of precognition being a real thing. Car crash. I was driving in the inner city in a road which has high walls on a Saturday night quite late. I've always had a weird sensation that a car accident might be how I die. I glanced in my rearview mirror and a huge Range Rover, not common to have such a vehicle in my city, was tailing me very closely, flashing their lights, and I felt scared. Next second, I couldn't see it, so I thought it was in my blind spot. But as I pulled up to stop at the next junction and checked, nothing. No one else on the road. No giant Range Rover, even though I saw it clear as day, and there were no junctions in between. It couldn't have gone anywhere, and it was so close it should have hit me when I braked. Time glitches? Has anyone else been having 1-hour time glitches lately? My watch started glitching the last few days. It has been showing as an hour behind. No matter how many times I go into the settings to fix it, it won't correct itself. I figured it was starting to die on me. Then early this afternoon, it finally was correct, even after messing with it this morning. Then I looked at my watch tonight and it said 7:30, but when I looked up at my clock after, it said 8:30. I felt a feeling of, what the hell, and looked back at my watch, and it said 8:31 that time. It was kind of freaky. Me and my roommate were in the same room at the same time and didn't see each other. I was living dorm style at a trade school, pre-pandemic, only about an hour from home, so I would take the train home every weekend. Usually the school provided transportation to the train station, but drivers were busy with students on externships. My roommate, who was more familiar with the city's public transportation, was more than happy to help, as it gave us more time to hang out outside the campus environment. It was the same routine every Friday: rush back to the dorm, grab our weekend passes, grab our bags that we always packed the night before, and head out together. This Friday, I got to our room and it looked like she had beat me to it. Her bag was on the bed, and her bed looked like she had sat in it. I put my backpack on my bed and went to look for her in the bathroom. She wasn't in the room at all. I used the bathroom and decided to wait for a bit, finally leaving at 3:51. I even asked the RA if she had seen my roommate, and she said she had already left. It was weird because it seemed like she left her stuff, and she knew I didn't like to leave alone. I walked to the light rail station and had just missed the 4:05 one, so I had to wait for the 4:20 one. I did what she usually did and got into the emptiest car, fourth one down. According to my roommate, she had also come straight to the dorm, saw my backpack sitting on my bed looked like it had been sat in, and she also looked for me in the bathroom before using it. She waited for me until 4 when she finally left, and also waited for the 4:20 light rail. She also got into the emptiest car, fourth one down. We both didn't see each other, and were not exactly hard to spot. A diary page that I never wrote just appeared. I'm someone who loves maintaining a diary. I write in my diary every end of the day. It mentions everything that happened, or I did, the whole day. One time, Tuesday night, I was writing in my diary. I wrote about my whole day. I was about to put my diary back when I realized that the page behind already had something written on it. I turned the page to see my whole Wednesday's day written on that page already. I was shocked because I've never written on that page. It's also impossible for anyone else to write in it, as my diary is locked in my cupboard, and only I have the keys. P.S. My handwriting is very, very different, and it's really difficult for anyone to exactly copy my handwriting. The Wednesday's page had my exact handwriting as if I wrote it, but I didn't. I read the whole page, and it had some detailed mention of the day. Example, eating sushi for lunch, my friend getting caught cheating in an exam, meeting my old lost friend. To my surprise, my whole Wednesday had these exact events occurring, and not only these, but everything that was mentioned had come true. I tried to tell my friends about it, but they think that I made all this shit up. I realized that I should have sent a picture of the page to them on Tuesday night, so they would have believed. I'm still confused as to how that page appeared out of nowhere. This only happened to me once. After that, I never had any diary page appear out of nowhere, but it still creeps me out that if something drastic was going to happen that day, I probably would have known beforehand. Thanks, everyone. If you have any weird stories that have happened to you, let me know in the comments below. Have a good night, everyone. Love, the Mistress.